What's up, it's Daniel. This is the TriathlonDan YouTube channel, and today I'm down at Crafted Cycles with, what's your role title now, we decided?
Workshop manager / money spender.
Got it, right. Alex, a few months ago I came down here and all of this behind us, your professional mechanic tool wall, was brand new.
Yes.
We're a few months in. Yeah. I really want to know, because this looks great on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
What's actually been useful for you? What have you used? What haven't you used? If you were starting again, what would you change? That sort of thing. Shall we start from your end and come down towards...
Yeah, I mean, when you start a workshop, you kind of... I mean, I've obviously worked in workshops before where it's all been there already, so you kind of just don't think about it. Yeah. Me and Dan spent a long time sitting down thinking, like, what do we need? What do we need? Park Tool very handily have like a professional workshop bundle that you can buy. And we thought, you know, it's expensive, but at a starting point, it's a great thing to do.
You know, it's going to last.
Supposedly, and it's going to be, you know, it's going to have everything you need to get going. And you don't want to be that bike shop where you get a customer and it's like, we don't have the tool. So we thought, let's get everything. We actually ended up with too much. Like, there's a lot of stuff in that kit that you don't need. But yeah, some of the main things obviously you're using all the time. You're using your Allen key sets, your Torx key sets, hammers, you know, saws, torque wrenches, chain checking tools, like that, those kind of things are getting used day in, day out. And you know, Park Tool's good, works really well. But I think in hindsight, if I was to start again, I would maybe... It'd be a bit more money, but like pick and choose from different brands.
So you bought a package rather than like an individual thing, I mean, in terms...
I think most bike shops do buy that package to start with. But you know, after they've gone through a bit, because stuff doesn't last forever. Like the Park Tool stuff's great, but you know, I've snapped a couple bits. They're not made of indestructible materials. When it comes to more specific bike stuff, that's where I think, you know, there's other brands that do like really good stuff. For example, professional bleed kits and things like that. The Park Tool stuff is pretty average. It works, but it's pretty average. Okay,
interesting. So on the bike wall then, you've said Allen keys, obviously hex tools you use quite frequently. What else on here is like, I would not survive without that?
Good cable cutters. They're so good. So like, they just cut instantly and clean and sharp, and it's amazing. Like, having to struggle cutting things is a thing of the past.
I've been there with the cheap snips, trying to not fray
the lifeline ones, and you're like this, and you cut it, it goes. It's like, oh,
damn it! I'll try a bit shorter, a bit shorter.
No, they're nice, and I don't know how long they'll last. We'll see, but when they're new, they're sharp, they're good. Another thing now, I didn't think I was going to use it much, but the pad spreader.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Now, with disc brakes,
tire lever.
Tire levers are great. This just makes you... It's a nice feeling when you spread them back with this. It goes in. It's nice. And but yeah, have to use that quite a lot, especially like people's bleed their brakes maybe without putting the right things in. The pads get stuck and things like that. It's a really nice thing to have.
It's a proper amount of leverage on it as well, isn't it?
You just feel good doing it. And I think that's the thing. It's like, yes, it's a job, but you got to be happy doing it.
Service with a smile.
Another thing, on the same topic of disc brakes being literally most of the things I deal with, the rotor straightening tool, again, yes, you can do it with your fingers or with a thing, but this, nice bit of leverage, just works. And I think they're the things like I've always taken for granted, but having the correct tool and everything it's just nice.
Yeah, in terms of here, it makes you a bit more efficient time-wise. You're not spending hours.
Exactly, and that's where I've not got everything on the wall. You see some mechanics with everything on the wall, and yeah, it's great. But having the most popular things on the wall is really good. Having a good torque wrench as well, because not all torque wrenches are created evenly.
Right. Okay.
I like a mechanical torque wrench for most things, so like not the digital one. So with an audible click. Yeah. With some really fine stuff, like the digital ones are really good if you need to get like point something. But yeah, a good reliable torque wrench is a must.
What's your range on that one?
This is 10 to 60.
Okay.
So this is the big one, and then this is the smaller one, which is 2 to 14. So most stuff, it's like bottom brackets and cassettes, things like that. It's very satisfying when you go up to 50 and you...
Yeah, well, like a dub bottom bracket.
And on dub bottom brackets, a long lever like this makes life a lot easier when you're taking it off. But yeah, just such bigger stuff than you'd have in your normal home workshop. There's a lot of tools which everyone was going to have, like your Allen keys and stuff. Chain breakers, they're nice. It's very another satisfying tool.
always
when
use
you
the one.
successfully break a chain?
I use the one in my multi-tool, which isn't ideal, but every time I think, oh, I wish I'd just get a separate one. But
yeah, they're good, and you can replace the pins on them as well, and it gives you a nice clean break every time.
Okay. Okay. What on here then haven't you used? What are the things where you think, oh yeah, I perhaps wouldn't have spent the money on that?
Just think like this metal ruler.
There's a mark on 3
It's for
inches.
spoke length measuring, I guess, and things like that. It's got ball bearing measuring. Nothing has ball bearings anymore. Maybe the odd Shimano wheel, but again, it's just a classic park tool thing. It's like every mechanic's got this ruler,
Yeah.
but no one's measuring ball bearings with it. So it makes me smile every morning. Also, something like this, like
Big adjustable.
a big adjustable spanner. So I'm not working on trains, so I don't really use this very much. But you know, it looks good on the wall, so
It looks intimidating if it comes in.
we'll keep it there. Other things like these little picks, when you're routing cables through bars, they're really handy.
Okay, yeah.
That's nice to have. I've got other things somewhere. I've got in this box of doom in here, like stuff like this, just old-fashioned tools that you still get. Also, different lock ring tools that are off ancient things that you're not going to need. You get everything, so you get everything.
Yeah.
But that's from like a 19-something bottom bracket that you're not going to use. So
You guarantee somebody at some point is going to come to you with
well, this is the thing. If I've got an old mountain bike, okay, got it for you. So yeah, you've got things you don't need, but you know, you've got them. So
I had a bike with a T47 threaded bottom bracket that I cross-threaded. It needed retapping and nowhere had the tap for it.
Yeah.
And the bike shop I went to had to borrow the tap from Shimano.
Yeah.
Because they had one of them as a Shimano customer, because it's just not worth them buying them at £300 a side. So you have to draw the line somewhere, don't you?
that's the thing. I think like having stuff like this, you probably forget where it is by the time someone comes in.
Yeah.
So in hindsight, I think buy some of the sets, but then don't buy the massive thing. So yeah, we probably bought a bit too much, but we've got everything now, and then we'll probably top up with a few more specialist things as time goes on.
What's going off over here then? This is a bit more of a
So
wet
this side is the kind of like where the stuff happens. So like you've got the cutting station here, cutting seat posts, cutting steerers, all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah.
You got the clamps, jaws for the vice. The vice is vital.
Can you reassure the internet and tell everybody that you wear a mask when you're cutting carbon?
Yeah.
I see you often get reminded.
Yeah, I wear a mask when I cut carbon.
Every time.
Not carcinogenic. I'm not dealing with asbestos, but no, it's good to be safe. Also, just spraying a bit of like isopropyl alcohol when you cut it keeps all the dust down. Things like that.
Got a chain wax system.
New addition. We got the crock pot and the ultrasonic cleaner. Now, someone from Silka will probably tell me this is the wrong temperature, but screw them. This is how you wax a chain, and it's been really good. Ultrasonic cleaner that's a game changer. If you want like a new chain, but you don't want it to come with that horrible gunky grease, just bang it in there.
Yeah.
It's just so nice, it just works.
And what's your cleaning method? What are you putting in there?
We go 50-50 degreaser, like a concentrate degreaser to water. We also have a bio degreaser thing here, so for like dirty, grimy stuff, it's an eco-friendly kind of thing.
Yeah.
If we use any too many harsh chemicals in here, it's not a massive room, so I will probably end up dying. So we've got to make sure it's good for my health as well, because obviously, you know, that's important. But yeah, there's a few more tools and stuff in here. We've got the bottom bracket hitter outers and the headset cup hitter outers, as I call them. You may know them as RT-2 or RT-1. But these are the things that you'd never think to buy, but I've used them so many times and they're handy.
Got it. So what's on your like wish list then? If BikeFitDan says here's a blank check.
Yeah, I think I'd get some like specific spanners and Allen key sets for like very small things. I think this is missing some of that kind of specialist stuff. Okay. And maybe, I don't know, just adding like new stuff, because new parts coming out all the time. So there's new hub shells and new bearing tools you needed, things like that. So it's unfortunately never ending. You know, someone brings out, like Canyon for example, they'll bring out a new headset design and you need a special preload tool. Unless the customer brings that with them,
you're just not going to have.
Exactly. And you can get like a plastic cheap one, but yeah, just those little things that you maybe use once a year, but eventually there'd just be so many tools.
Those damn Canyon customers buying direct from source and then bringing it to you when it doesn't work.
Yeah, all for their warranty claims on their DT Swiss wheels.
Yeah. Cool.
But no, it's good. I mean, the bike trade is crazy. Everything's changing all the time. So keeping on top of it's great. I do feel for like some of the older workshops that have got all this like stuff and old stuff from years and years, and then now everything's wireless and hydraulic, and they're like, all right, okay. So I think I'm grateful for the fact that I've like kind of grown up with a lot of this new technology. But yeah, tools, man, they're expensive. It's a lot of money.
Good stuff. I mean, I think if you want like a home tool setup, you're not going to have anywhere near the range.
Yeah, I think there's a few key things to get for a home tool setup. Decent Allen keys, get a ball end and T-handle. Decent Torx keys, because cheap Torx keys can be really, really bad and they just round out. Off. People say, oh, Torx rounds out. You're probably just using a rubbish tool. Good cutters and just a spanner set, like for bleeding brakes, things like that. Just get a nice sets of little things. Don't get the big, massive thing because you don't need it. Any jobs that are like so intricate that you don't know what tool you need, then you should probably go to a bike shop. But also feel free to ask a bike shop what tools they use, because we can help you decide what tools you need, because bottom brackets, there's about 5 different T47 bottom bracket tools, so you've got to make sure you get the right one.
Cool. And I've asked, and no, you can't borrow anything.
No, you can't borrow anything. We will keep something as collateral. It'll probably be your house.
Got it, fine. Alex, thank you very much for showing me around your dream tool.
Yes, thank you.